Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia and I am very happy you've stopped by. These are French macarons. They are a lovely light cookie with ingredients that include egg whites and a lot of effort and finesse. These are coconut macaroons, a lovely light cookie with ingredients that include egg whites and much less effort and finesse. While their names are pronounced differently and spelled differently, they are equally pretty and yummy on an afternoon tea table. And while, although pricey, I will happily buy the French macarons in the store because they are a tad complicated to get them to turn out just right. At least I have found them to be so. And I don't need the pressure when attempting to pull together a tea party. But the coconut macaroons are oh so easy and I believe equally tasty. So that's what we're going to do today. First, we're going to preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, 165 degrees Celsius, gas mark 3. The lower temperature will give these cookies time to set up on the inside without getting too browned and even burned on the outside. Then line a baking sheet with parchment paper or a silpat mat. These are sticky cookies, so you will need something like that under them, and set that aside. For this recipe, you'll need one 14-ounce bag of sweetened coconut, one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a half a teaspoon of table salt, and for the second half of the recipe, you'll need the egg whites from 2 large eggs, preferably at room temperature. Now first, empty the bag of coconut into a large bowl. You're going to want to break up the clumps of coconut. Let me take off my ring first. The clumps are caused by the sugar in it. You could use unsweetened coconut, but if you do, it will be a drier mix, and that will change the consistency. Then add the full can of condensed milk. Sometimes the biggest challenge is just getting all of the condensed milk out of the can. All right. Carefully mix the two, making sure all the coconut is nicely coated with the sweetened milk. I like to add the vanilla and the salt while I'm still mixing everything to make sure it's all incorporated. Now we'll set that bowl aside, and the next step is to separate the eggs. And when it comes to separating the yolks from the whites, I find clean hands honestly work best. Now, with the egg whites in a medium bowl, beat them until you have really stiff peaks. This will take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes depending on the speed of your mixer. You want them stiff enough to do this. If you can do this, they're ready. Now I'm going to fold in the beaten egg whites to the coconut mixture, just a little at a time. I do this in thirds, so take your time and just mix well. This is going to lighten the mixture and give the cookies more stability in the bake. And once that's done, we're ready to place our cookies. Now, using a small ice cream or cookie scoop, I'm going to scoop out and place individual cookies a couple of inches apart. My scoop is about 1.75 inches in diameter. I could have gone even smaller, more bite-size. Afternoon tea is finger food after all. I don't want these too big, but at this size, they're going to make just about 24 cookies. By the way, if you can't bake off all of them, you can put these in the refrigerator just like this and bake them off later. You don't want to overpack your scoop. Just kind of keep it light. Now, some people like to leave the shreds kind of rustic looking. I prefer to neaten them up just a little bit. I do that by just wetting my fingers and just kind of neatening it up just around the edges. I think they'll cook better that way too. Sometimes these shreds can get a little burned. Now I'm going to bake these in the oven for about 25 minutes or until golden brown. These are perfect. Beautiful. I actually left them in for 27 minutes. I checked them at 25 and they were still just a little bit light. I wanted a little more golden topping. So 2 more minutes, this is what the outcome is. I think they turned out perfectly. Okay, we're going to let these cool on the baking sheet about 5 minutes and then move them to a cooling rack where I'll let them cool completely before moving on to the next step. Okay, before I move all these, I do want to show you what they look like underneath. See how beautiful and golden brown they are? I mean, that's just a perfect cookie. Now they have to cool completely before we can do anything else with them. I mean, you could eat them right now, but we're going to do a little chocolate addition in a few minutes. I would say they should be completely cooled in about 15, maybe 20 minutes. These cookies are fine like they are. They are delicious. But going along with my thinking that a little chocolate is welcome on every tea table dessert plate, these are wonderful when a little melted chocolate is added. Now you can melt your chocolate either in a bowl over simmering water on the stovetop or a little bit at a time, 20 or 30 seconds at a time in the microwave. Just be sure to stir after every heating to make sure you don't burn it. Okay, I have about 1.75 cups of melted semi-sweet chocolate chips. I wanted 2 cups. I didn't have 2 cups, so I'm using what I have. You can really use whatever you like. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate. If you want them really, really sweet, a little white chocolate would also work. Then it's just however you want to do it. You can dip the bottoms, you can stripe the top, or both, or you can go full no holds barred and do a complete dunk like a homemade Mounds bar. So let's give it a whirl. Just going to get the bottoms really nice and covered, but I don't want it too chunky on the bottom, so I'm going to wipe off just a little bit and set them back on the parchment paper to cool completely. If you were in a hurry, you could put this sheet in the refrigerator for a few minutes to get this chocolate to firm up really well. And I really like these because they look so pretty on a tea plate, and yet they really are so easy to do. And they're very tasty. I mentioned wanting to stripe the top. I think I'm going to get a little baggie and do that. Show you how that will look. Now, I know you know the trick of putting a baggie in a glass to firm it up. Hold it steady. And this, whatever chocolate or icing or whatever you have. You could just put it in the baggie so easily. Okay. And then let's go over some that we've already done. That'll make them nice and doubly chocolatey. Now I'm going to give the chocolate time enough to firm up on these cookies, and then we'll have one. Did I say one? Then we'll have some with a cup of tea. By the way, I will say, if you dip the bottoms, you might want to give it quite a while to set up, else your guests will end up with chocolatey fingers. Oh dear, getting my tablecloth wet. Aren't these beautiful? I mean, they really are gorgeous. And they probably need just a little more time to set up, for the chocolate to set up, but I couldn't wait. And there you have it. Easy chocolate-dipped coconut macaroons for your afternoon tea. Do you have other versions of this recipe, perhaps, that work for you? There are 2 and 3 ingredients recipes. I don't have much luck with those. This is the perfect recipe for me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.